What's up, guys? Travis from Teamyts, and it's that time again for a deck profile. I mentioned in a previous video that once I got my set of guides, I was going to be putting this together. So after some thinking and toying around with ideas and stuff, I finally came up with this. So, I'm going to share this build with you guys. I tested it yesterday for a little while, and it works pretty well. So I just got to tinker around with it and put some time and effort into it. I'm sure it'll end up pretty good. So I'm not going to keep you guys waiting, and I'm just going to get right into it. So this is Infernity, guys. You got 3 Infernity Archfiend. He is the main card of the deck. He searches out every Infernity card in the deck. Infernity Launcher, Infernity Break, Infernity Barrier, Infernity Necromancer, etc., etc., etc. when you have no cards in your hand. He's also an 1800 beater, and he's level 4. So all in all, he's really good, and his effect is whenever he's special summoned, so he's easily abused in this deck. Moving on, 1 Dark Grepher helps get cards out of your hand, because you need to have no hand for the Infernity effects, and then he also sends cards to the graveyard, so he's really good to help set up plays and, you know, get things done. 1 Armageddon Knight, extra Foolish Burial with a body, and he sends my Infernity monsters to the graveyard to help, you know, start combos. 3 Necromancer. You need 3 Necromancer in here to abuse your Archfiends. He's also a level 3, so rank 3s are open in this deck. And Acid Golem is really fun to play in here, I'm going to tell you. But it helps you go into Levier to keep your loop going that creates a huge, massive amount of synchro monsters in the field. And also it helps to you know, like I said, go into rank 3s like Acid Golem, get over problems, and start plays. So he's really good. The other reason Necromancer is good in here is obviously since I picked up my set. 3 Tour Guide of the Underworld. Necromancer's a fiend. He won't get his effect when he comes out by Tour Guide, but you know, that's easily changed by Book of Moon, or you can just overlay, put Necromancer in the graveyard, get him back, because you do run 2 Call the Haunteds in here. But I'll cover that later. But 3 Tour Guide. I don't like Sangan in here. I like Torbus a lot. He helps me reuse my Necromancer. I can put my Archfiend. I can put my Archfiends back in the deck. And Archfiend's effect special summons himself if you top deck him. And then it lets you search because it's a special summon. So this card is really good in here. It helps me to recycle some of the cards I want to put back. And even Tour Guide herself to go into easy rank 3 plays. So it's really good. 1 Beetle, because it's a 2-star tuner. It's all you really need. The non-Tour Guide version would play 3 of these, but if you have Tour Guides, you have bigger plays you can make. So just 1 Beetle. 2 Mirage, extra Infernity Launcher, basically, since Launcher's at 1. And it can't be special summoned in the graveyard. However, it can be special summoned from out of play. So you make Levier and you bring this guy back and you just continue your plays, which is why Levier is good in here. 1 Avenger. Avenger is good because whenever an Infernity monster is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, I don't know if it's by battle or not. Yeah, by battle. When it's destroyed by battle with an opponent's monster, you special summon this card from your graveyard, and its level increases to match the level of... Let me make sure I'm saying this right. I haven't played this deck in a while. In that case, the level of this card is equal to... Okay, so it becomes whatever level. So if they kill your Archfiend, this becomes a level 4 tuner. So it's a tuner who can adjust its level. It's very, very good. Moving on to spells, I have 2 Duality in here for consistency because, you know, you're not going to special summon, like, first turn all the time, so it helps to get your answers and set up your plays. Just 2, though. 3's too many in this deck. They're not really they're needed, but they're not they're not needed that much. So you can get away without them, but I like them for the consistency. Also helps me dig out my Launcher easier. Launchers helps you discard cards from your hand, and then it's got the effect of Infernity Mirage where you tribute it and get 2 if you have no cards in your hand. 1 Book of Moon because Book is awesome. Stop synchro plays, stop Xyz plays, and you know, helps with your plays. Like if I go Tour Guide Necromancer, I flip Necromancer down, you know, I can get Necromancer's effect when it's flipped back up. 1 Rhoda for Armageddon Knight and for Dark Grepher. 1 for 1 because Mirage and Avenger are level 1. And getting an easy Mirage to the field, like I said, it can't be special summoned from the graveyard, but it can be special summoned by other ways, like out of play or from the deck. So 1 for 1 definitely helps that play out. Foolish Burial, put your cards in the graveyard. Like if I have no cards in the Necromancer, then I play Foolish Burial, put Arcfiend in, revive Arcfiend, and search out an Infernity card. Reborn staple, Dark Hole staple, Heavy Storm staple. A lot of Infernity players don't like this card. I think it's a good surprise factor, especially because they run such a high trap lineup. You know, a lot of them won't play it, but it's a good surprise factor because this deck is mutilated by Skill Drain and Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, so you got to have your outs to that. 2 MST. I don't like running MST in most builds, but like my heroes, for example, but I have Gemini Sparks, so I don't have Sparks in here, so I got to run the MSTs. And altogether, like with the way this deck searches, it's not terrible. Getting into traps, 3 Infernity Barrier. This card is amazing, especially this meta. I mean, if you're afraid of the Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors, this card makes you... you don't have to be afraid anymore after that. So, Infernity Barrier stops... it works differently than Call of the Hunt. It stops effects. It doesn't stop, like, summons or whatever. It reads, activate only when your opponent activates a spell card, trap card, or effect monster's effect. If you control a face-up attack position Infernity monster and have no cards in your hand, negate the activation and destroy that card. So, it's really cool, too, that it negates the effect, which is what makes it so good. So, 3 of those. 3 Infernity Inferno. This card really needs to be played in here. It's a very good card. You send up to 2 cards from your hand to send up to 2, like the same amount that you send from your hand. So up to 2 to send Infernity, I believe it's monsters. Infernity cards. So you can send any Infernity cards from your deck to the graveyard. So it helps you to set up plays and get your hand down so you can make your plays. To Call the Haunted, you know, you're going to fill up your graveyard fast. It's going to help keep your plays going and to swarm better. 2 Solemn Warning because it negates, and there's a lot of ways to keep it active and negate stuff in this deck. 1 Solemn Judgment and 1 Infernity Break. It'll help you put your Infernity Mirage out of play and destroy one of their cards, so then you can just proceed into Leviair and, you know, continue your plays. Real quick, I'm just going to roll through the extra deck. You got 1 Leviair. I'll probably up this to 2. Right now I only have 1 available at the moment. So, 1 Leviathan Dragon, just for easy, like, rolling over monsters and pushes. 1 Zenmaines, because Zenmaines is just amazing. 1 Steel Swarm Roach. 1 Utopia. Catastor. Stygian Sergeants. This card is really good, especially because it can clear your opponent's field, and every time it kills a monster, it gains 800 attack points. So it's a very, very, very good card in here, and it requires 1 Fiend Tuner and 1 or more non-tuner type monsters, so it's very usable in here, and it's just really good. It's too good to pass up. It's a 5-star too. 1 Brio. 1 Black Rose, 1 Stardust, 3 100 Eyes Dragons. Now, obviously, on the 20th, when the tins come out, I'm going to make room in here for Void Ogre Dragon. And that card is going to make this deck so much better than what it is right now. I mean, the deck's really good right now, but with Void Ogre, it's even better. And 100 Eyes, just because, you know, it's an Infernity, so you can use Infernity Barrier with it. And its effect is pretty decent, and it's a 3000 level 8, so kind of can't pass that up that easy. But anyway, guys, that's the deck and the extra deck. I'm currently working on a side for it right now, so I'm going to test this out at locals this weekend, see how it goes. I'm sure it'll do fine. But I will give you guys a report and an update on the deck. And I'm definitely going to do a second version, version 2 of this deck when Void Ogre Dragon's released. So keep checking in for that. Also, I just want to make a side note here, guys. I'm not giving up on my hero deck. I'm just trying something new. I'm still going to be doing hero discussions. I'm still going to be doing hero videos and updates, especially once the tins come out because Acid's in there. I'm currently working on a new build to help incorporate Acid, and I'm hoping to have that up once it's released. So just keep in touch, guys, and don't think I forgot about all of my hero fans out there. I will be posting an update about that. So once again, guys, remember to like the video, comment, rate, subscribe, show it to your friends, you know, just whatever, you know, just show your support. And this has been Travis from Team YTS, and I'll see you guys next time.